Dave Rennie has been sacked. Eddie Jones is back in charge of the Aussies, folks. Drama. Rugby's becoming a bit like some other sports. Warren Gatland back in Wales. Borthwick taking over from Jones in England. There Jones bounces back to take over Australia. Cheers to Mark Dunphy, who just mentioned this in the comments of another video. I hadn't even seen the news. Jones is back. There's been rumours about this, but to be honest, I didn't take them that seriously. Jones has been linked with the American job, and then he's been linked with some kind of roles with Australia, but I didn't see it genuinely happening. I thought Dave had been unlucky enough with injuries in 2022 to maybe spare him his role, but nope. He is gone. So, Dave is gone. Just a couple of weeks ago, they were basically saying, or they were asking him if Eddie was going to be involved in any capacity, and Dave was denying it, saying that no, Eddie wasn't going to be involved, and if Eddie did get some kind of job, then Dave would be gone because he doesn't want to be an assistant coach. There's been rumours about Dave Rennie taking over a Japanese club after the World Cup, but he denied that as well. So, but it's true. Eddie Jones is not only back for now, but he's got a long-term deal, 5 years. And it's going to be a pretty bloody good 5 years to be in charge, if he lasts that long. Because not only does he get to go to a World Cup in France this year, with minimal prep time, admittedly, but then he's got a Lions tour in a couple of years as well, 2025, and then a home World Cup in 2027. I guess what's brought this about, obviously the Wallabies record under Dave has not been phenomenal. 38% is his win rate, which is pretty low. I would say it's been a little bit COVID disrupted. He's not been helped by the fact that he had to play the All Blacks a fair bit, in the initial kind of COVID years. And also this year, which is gone, 2022 in particular, injury ravaged. The Wallabies were absolutely devastated by injuries. They had an unbelievable amount of injuries, but I guess the results are what matter. The excuses can come all you like, but they did get a couple of impressive losses, like the ones against Ireland and France. Unlucky one against the All Blacks, with the refereeing call. So maybe Dave's a little bit hard done by. But one thing I will say about the Wallabies under Dave Rennie is, because I'm a stats guy, like most of the teams, you can kind of look at them and go, this is their thing. Like traditionally it's been Japan. They love passing. They pass like mad. France under Galtier, quite happy to play without the ball. They love offloading and kicking it back to you. Ireland just love relentless pressure. Like they pass it, not necessarily like Japan with quick passing wide, but just quick, James at Gibson Park putting in loads of passes to keep the ball active as much as possible. Quick ruck ball. Like every team seems to have a thing. Whereas under Australia, admittedly, every time I've looked back at the stats, I've gone, they give away a lot of penalties. Has tended to be their thing. So, maybe the direction has not been there, but I guess you could make the same argument with Eddie in charge of England in the last kind of 12 months or so. It's looked a little bit directionless, whether you buy the fact or not that he was gonna have things kind of keeping it up his sleeve until the World Cup. We'll never know that with England now, but obviously the Wallabies are pretty, Australian rugby staff are pretty happy. They're saying they got the best coach in the world back home, and he understands the system, he understands the players. So they're pretty chuffed to get him back. Eddie's obviously pretty chuffed, saying it's a wonderful opportunity to come home and lead his nation to a World Cup. Obviously, he's been in charge of the Wallabies before, like 18 years ago. Took the Wallabies to a World Cup final. It's big news on the rugby front. Like it's quite a deal to be getting. And he's also going to be apparently overseeing the Wallaroos as well, who are a team who probably need to get some professionalism into their game if they're going to take a step forward. But, Lions tour, a couple of World Cups. That Eddie Jones turnaround from getting sacked, not too bad. He's come out of this pretty well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Dave Rennie. Obviously, his time with the Wallabies will go down as a bit underwhelming. There was a lot of kind of billing about him that the Aussies had got the right guy. Didn't quite seem to manifest itself. Whether or not he would have been able to get things to click if they kept players fit for 2023. Again, we'll never know, just like we'll never know what Eddie could have done with England at 2023. But yeah, we'll see how Eddie is able to turn things around with the Wallabies. What do you reckon? Is this genius or is this disastrous? Eddie is a pretty divisive figure, but one thing is for sure, press conferences will still be entertaining with Eddie in charge. But yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Together.